Alright, continue on then. DLC, apparently. Let's go. Why not? Hopefully that doesn't crash this time. It's gonna crash. Or not. Good.
Insulted my honor, and for that, you must die! Oh,
Alright.
Alive for the first time ever! What is this strange new world around me? What does it hold in store for a dreamer such as myself?
Well, he's dead. it's probably upstairs.
Oh, yeah! My God, if I had hands, I would strangle them.
Right? Alright.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of C9 and Cyclo-T. There I fought valiantly to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared predator. Oh, and the tarantula. Can't splice enough, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent matador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie pinko traitors. Oh! Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down to the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step outside during class, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine.
God damn it.
For the proper bathroom break.
Oh boy. There you go. So what's the point of brain here? Golf ball. Can I throw those?
You got to the residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
Yeah, shut up, dude.
presidential test. Wasn't that shut down for some reason? Oh, yes! My pet, Gabe! I'd forgotten about the old boy and the countless experiments I'd done on him back at Higgs. Gabe? Gabe! You're about to have your favorite treat. Oh, won't that be nice? Don't eat the visitor boy. Don't, please. Gabe would bark and snarl and bite whenever anyone came to visit. That's why I replaced his legs with spare parts and fed him a steady diet of psycho-laced dog chow. Gabe, I am sorry I put your brain in a bowl.
Oh. Oh.
This area clear. Proceeding with search protocol. Warning.
Today, the cafeteria will be serving nothing. Because I didn't build one. No cafeteria, no bathrooms, no swirlies. No chocolate pudding left in the chairs of brilliant minds. What are you going to do now, Richie Marcus?
Mm-hmm. She's gonna play for a bit for tonight. It's just like, oh man, I'm tired.
School is a sacred trust. Even though I am a long ago graduate of this hated facility, now I see its worth and see it was corrupted by fraternities and girls. Yuck.
shit. All right. Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up? It's just gonna play for a while, or for a bit. Oh, I'm tired, super tired. Haven't taken a nap for a long time ago. How you doing? Let's see. How you doing? Alright. Alright. I mean, it's kind of long dialogue for sure. Oh, man. It's a really long dialogue. And today I'm like kind of tired, so I'm like, try to find energy to continue on forward. But I'm so tired. Oh, there's a door right there. Okay, what the fuck? note right there. What the fuck? All right. Well, good to know. Good to know.
nice to meet you. Who can I hide you from today? Stimpack reserves adequate.
Oh, she can talk. Okay. All right. Well, I have to abandon one weapon, which is probably the one. Okay, you know what? This. How much damage this one does? 28. Alright. Eh. Alright, not this way. Alright. Frick. I hate those creatures. Oh, that's the thing.
Down at the end of the hall is ball storage. For children who like balls. Like Richie Marcus. Do you hear me, Betsy? Richie likes balls. I am lord of this institution, where once, long ago, I was a student here. Now, I am its omnipotent God Principal. And I soon will be lord of Big Mountain. Doo-dee-doo. Do you hear that? It is my trumpet of victory!
Okay, kind of not having. Oh man, why have to do this again?
should be considered armed and dangerous.
Please place all filthy propaganda books in the incinerator chute in the sink. Especially those with funny pictures of me in them.
Alright. Got achievement.
Commencing lawful use of deadly force. Changing hostile target.
Finally. Alright. I'm tired still. I'm just gonna do this a little bit. Alright. There you go. Well, that was easy.
X-13 breached? No. Even that stealth suit won't hide you from my Robo-Scorpion army. Sting the intruder, my pets. Sting them until they are stupid. All right, everyone, calm down. Might have been a blip. I see you. Now I end you.
Oh, that's the robot scorpion.
You won't escape me.
Hello, sir.
I see you. Now I end you.
Okay.
Eureka. I see.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, everyone, calm down. Might have been a blip. Eureka. Oh, hit. Go, my dear. Sting them in the name of all that is Mobius. Well done, to be attacked. Technologies will be you won't escape me. Activating special defenses. Always stealth do not keep you away from me. Think again.
Alright, where should I go now?
Two plus two equals harassing the Hennifer. Forbidden, idiots of the think tank.
Is it dumb? Is it stupid? Damn. That should be interesting. Alright. All right.
Commencing lawful use of these clear. Lawful use of deadly force is in progress. Citizens are advised.
All right.
Scanning for hostiles. Law-abiding citizen, please leave the area.
Trying to steal the H2 transmitter array antenna, are you? You won't succeed. Not if my lethal robo-scorpions have any say in the matter.
Oh no.
2.
Sonic emitter schematics. Klein Watcher, all right, boy? Let the intruder dig it up wherever you buried it. Gabe! No! His Cyberdog atomic core! It's active! That means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in...
10? Boros? Why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow when we reach 1, right? 9. All will be fine.
7. Yes, 7. 6. Halfway to destruction, measured in clicks.
5 by 5. Someone's coming in line. 4, as in forbidden. Do you hear me, think tank? It is I, Mobius, hacking your frequenosity. Mobius? 3, as in we. As in we are in trouble. That didn't rhyme.
2. As in too late.
As in Mobius has won. I hope it's glowing up right now in your faces. So, you recovered the sonic images schematics. Yeah, or was it the frequency? No matter. It'll broadcast your screams the more you scan something.
Oh, that's kind of random.
Did you retrieve the... Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you. What? You did? Your survival, let alone... Now, all I need to do is check my transmission database. Oh, yes, there's the schematics. Yes. Yes. No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment. They are extremely advanced, you know? I know how these technologies work. Of course I know. If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them? Yes, so let me... a bit. I'll figure it out. Yes, that's what I believe I said. I've got it. The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna for brain waves, and the sonic frequency for the vertebral nerves. I'm thinking. This is all very complicated. Let me check something. Of course. I have it. The override sequence to open the Forbidden Zone door is hidden in the schematics. Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains. It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. Oh, and null pointers very sloppy, Mobius. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency, and the stealth suit to bypass the Forbidden Zone lock, yes, that could work. Was that my plan? It must have been. Sometimes I truly surprise myself. The door is open, and now Mobius will get his. Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain. But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be unsealed. Now, instead of being subjected to threats, we can now send an equally threatening message to Mobius. And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
Okay, cool. All right.
An intruder is here. I'm certain of it. You'll never disable me from the monitors around the room. Looking for a weak spot? There are no weak spots. This is a pre-recorded.
Hee.
Wow, that was easy. That was easy.
You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days. You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps? It's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright. Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely. Depth perception is a problem with this old monitor of mine. Went black a while ago. That's old age for you. Should look at getting the visual nerves reattached. It's just that the right eye would see the wrong things. The flying tortoises were the worst. Would you care for a mentat? I love mentats. Delicious and smarty. I have all sorts of amazingly science-terrific thoughts and ideas when those chalky tablets are zipping through my biogel. I forget them all not long after, though, especially with the data constipating my memory core. Afraid binary streams might shoot out my chassis. Had to start using the dome floor and walls here to inscribe equations, although I've somewhat lost track of where they start and end. Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I. Oh, a variety of raisins. You're something of a homily. The anomaly? You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition. Now, that seems to be rather hormonal of you. Flight or fight response, you know. Hard to cut that out completely. Your brain is here, safe with me. We chat over mentats. Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Or maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers. The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just turn that. Good, good, better? Oh, yes, that feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon mentats break. Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting. How scary, I thought, but they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts. I find things curious as well. Go on. Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it. Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung. As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose. Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the raisins better than I do. Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one. This name's as real as you or I. Although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation. Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me. I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming. Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did take some liberties with their programming. It's all right, they don't remember. I certainly didn't until you said trap, and then I said excrement, and then... The radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in wasn't really enough. They keep testing things. They would have found a way to disarm it. I suspect I have Plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. Probably very dangerous, lethal, or worse. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped. I prefer to have several Plan Bs in case the A's fail.
Alright.
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein.
Oh my god, like...
They have all forgotten themselves. And not only themselves, but the world, sense of time, and history. All that is left is what's here. I reprogrammed their chronometers, geometers, and cartography programs. This is now their world, here, Big Mountain. It was a merciful lobotomy, really, thinking back. They were my friends, but sometimes they would take things too far. And the world isn't ready for that kind of too-far thing-taking. That's my professional opinion, anyway. And I am told I was once quite professional. Really? It is so unlike me to make an error in anything I do. Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. They are the think tank for a reason. That I didn't change. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply deduce what had happened. And when they start deucing it up, then you came along, the final variable solved. They saw that their world was larger than they perceived. Bacteria, finally able to see its host. There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perceptions, but you are the one who dialed back their monitor micro-magnifiers. You were irrefutable proof that there was a world outside. And then there was the whole brain fiasco, which forced me to take steps. See, your brain had a special kind of wrinkle, a uniquity that they had never thought to try in all their countless escape attempts. Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of the other way around. Mentats. In any event, you showed up at the think tank, and because you had suffered a cranial injury in just the right place, bullets in the head are usually much more fatal, and yours was a light case of bullet headitis. But it was enough for the auto-dock in the sink to change its programming to fix the problem, and the brain extraction technology for once worked. That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains couldn't possess. With that knowledge, the procedure can be reversed. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial cells into hosts to slip past the radar fence. I'm sure of it. And once they're off the reservation... Oh no, I doubt your brain would be so unreasonable. It already knows the trick of it, you see. Doesn't need to be in a host body at all. If you become friends or exist in an uneasy truce with weapons aimed at each other, it would unlock the fence for you. Well, once the think tank was dealt with, of course, your brain is a responsible sort. Doesn't want mad scientists running around everywhere. I consider coincidence to be
Oh my god, this is all
profanity,
dialogue.
along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck. So watch it, potty mouth. My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. And along with the emotional download, other data rides the fear carrier wave. It prompted them to focus on retrieving those technologies and bring them to attack me. And coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put a brain, your brain, back into its skull properly. Yes, my overly aggressive cammed-up broadcast was designed to keep reinforcing the forget, fear, rinse, and repeat program. Oh, and the get me the things to castrate your only possible escape attempt. But I couldn't delete you or your arrival any more than I could the other visitors. Only so much science can do when you started talking to them. You're really quite difficult to ignore, you know. It's because you're, well, rather intriguing, if you'll forgive an old brain for saying so. Oh, that means my plan is a total failure. That is unfortunate. Oh well, at least I tried. The X2 antenna can be used to focus your alpha wave frequency thought patterns. The sneaky suit, why, it houses a cardiac regulator. And the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was never intended as a weapon. It was a medicinal vertebrae pulse desensitizer. In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them. And it won't stop the think tank either. Yeah? Do you? You seem fine without it. And does it even want to go back with you? Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions. Tell you what, I'll leave it up to your brain. If it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes. Indeed. The goodbye part of our little chat, then. Goodbye. Please mind the equations on the floor.
Alright.
Finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where have we been, Crawling through pits of radioactive muck again? Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie? Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you? Well, that's a completely different matter. The tank isn't biological. It's not the same at all.
Why did my character sound like freaking like I need the
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me.
Or like
quote,
Stewie
dick,
from
unquote, as if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry
Stewie
on
from Family Guy.
gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge. And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment? Fun? Fun? Is tetanus fun? Is rickets? What about sepsis, huh? Enjoy that, do we? The things you do with our body are suicidally dangerous, and if you could silence your glandular impulses, you would hear me screaming at you! After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome. I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though. Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you. Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones. I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we're pace, you can feel the...
Yes, all right, bravo. You've come up with something I neglected to consider. There'll be no living with you now. So, what do we do about this? I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us. Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final decision. Unfortunately, before we get to that stage of the proceedings, we have a problem. Even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mobius doesn't have the tools here. We would have to make use of Dr. Klein's lab, and I rather doubt the brains are inclined to share. Oh, lovely. We've reached the mindless violence portion of the program. Tell me, what exactly are you, and I use the word loosely, planning? With an attitude like that, it's small wonder you got yourself shot in the head. I'd like to find a nice little place to live. But since that doesn't seem likely... Right! Look out, think tank! This brain is coming out of its jar! I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he realizes the pacification field won't work on a mind and body reunited.
Alright. So basically, we're just gonna go and beat the crap out of those guys, or just something.
How about that? Old Autodoc's back online. You are, without a doubt, the healthiest... You require some...
Wait, hold on. What's supposed to do here? Use the sync Autodoc.
You require some... You require some... You require some...
Your heart is back in your body, but some advance.
You require some...
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Has Dr. Mobius been denominated into scrap metal and voice module parts, as we hoped? I recommend watching your tone with me. Now, your brain. Hand it over, or we'll extract it again. And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender. With it, we can finally leave this place. I cannot tell you how boring this place gets, chopping up the landscape and everything in it. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first. About this Mojave place. A fertile testing ground for our experiments. That is the most insane thing I've ever heard. There's no way Mobius would condescend to step inside you. Besides, there's no way such a thing could be accomplished. It's impossible. You speak the truth. And the decibel variation in your voice, it is Mobius. How dare you breach the think tank? And what do you want here?
I offer a deal. Stay here. I'm just gonna put the most idiotic response.
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm. Partner with you, my foe, my rival, my foremost critic? I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
All right. Wait, do I have an option? Okay.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The Courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it, and keeping its
IMAX all like
discoveries
speeches,
safe
all that.
until they were needed to help others, which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
Although, truth be told, the Courier had barely explored the crater in an attempt to rush through and be done with the whole thing. Perhaps that was for the best, however. Curiosity, while sometimes rewarded for its efforts, often proves to be equally dangerous.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success. These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The sink was strangely silent, which it had never been in previous years. The lack of personality modules made the base lifeless and sterile.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the Courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
As the Courier ran through the X-8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 continued to scan for the subject and the stealth suit prototype long after the test was over. Frustrated and unable to find its lost technology, X-13 expanded its network of laser tripwires, sensors, and robo-brains out across Big Mountain. This glittering blue light beam forest cleanly bisected anything that entered its depths, slicing them into small segmented parts for easy disposal.
The Courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the Courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the Courier, and if anyone would shape it, well, the Courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future. There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves. Now armed with the transportal Ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained, and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Alright. Big brain perk. Your brain is back to your body, but some of the advanced technology remains. You...
Huzzah, sir! Huzzah! Huzzah, sir! Perhaps Sir would care to put Sir's feet up, and I might serenade Sir with the dulcet tones of a light opera. Might I be safe in the...
So I'm supposed to go back to Mojave. Oh, freaking.
Will Sir be staying for any... Do you, Sir? Well...
finally. Okay, that's how it works. Okay. Good to know. And I'm back to the wasteland.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
Well, now, look. Was reminded why I left this.
All right.
All this traveling's making me thirsty.
And now this is gonna be for tonight. Holy crap. I managed to freaking beat the DLC. Oh man. Good thing is, it's pretty funny. The bad thing is that, like, holy shit, the dialogues is so long. I get tired really fast with that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. It was pretty fun, except for the dialogue. It was super long. But until then, stay tuned. Tomorrow, we'll see what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Probably continue on and try to get the better ending for Fallout New Vegas. I think I already did the one that I actually needed, the Jacob's Down. That's a good thing. The cure, I need to recheck what I. Well, the other ones have tried to fix it, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see more stuff like that, you can follow me on Twitch for more, and if you already follow me on those channels, I do appreciate if you share with the friends, and also love art and video games and all this cool stuff. Speaking of art, our commission is open, so hope you guys have a good night, have a good day tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.